Dear friends, today I am presenting a video talk on the topic preparing for marriage. Last time you have seen me presenting about marriage. In that video we saw the different aspects of getting married. But I would like people getting married after some preparation for their marriage. So in this video, I am trying to put those points to the people who are planning to get married soon. So in the preparation to get married, the first point is the decision to get married. In my case, whenever the parents ask or friends ask, or when people who are interested in marrying me ask, I will say, I will get married as soon as I get a permanent job. So my decision was made so earlier, so that when the permanent job came in, parents and relatives and friends started talking about marriage to me, making me finally say yes to get married. So, how you are going to decide when to get married is a first point in the preparation of getting married. Most of the people, youngsters, are not worried about getting married, as most of them are trying to get settled in a regular income job. Other than that, they will be interested in getting a job in their own hometown. So the decisions has a ladder type steps, because decision to get married, decide to get married, then comes, so to make a decision to marry, parents will be involved, relatives will be involved, friends will be involved. Am I ready for a marriage? That's a big question facing every unmarried youngsters. So my suggestion is you should ask whether I am healthy enough to shoulder the responsibilities of marriage. So marriage has got responsibilities. Do I have a genetic or other incompatibilities? Should I undergo a medical screening? You can make sure that you are a healthy person to get married. So first thing I will put the question, what is my knowledge about sexuality? People generally think that marriage is for getting children, having a roof over your family, and running your family on. But in my opinion, people talk about the sacred family after marriage, but if you want to have a good married life, healthy married life, a strong married life, both the partners should have knowledge about sexuality, and they have to learn about it, they have to think about it. If they are not very sure, they have to consult a doctor, a health director, and clear their doubts. Another question is that whether I am ready for marriage. So decision is over. Health matters doubts are over. But if you want to marry, there are more things that you need or require. One thing is whether I have the financial capacity to form a family and bring up a family. First thing is the marriage expenses. So, will I be able to meet the marriage expenses myself, or will I have to talk to my partner for sharing the marriage expenses? Where I will stay after marriage, with my parents, with her parents. So these are the questions to be answered. If you want the answer for the question, am I ready for marriage? Even if I decide to stay in a new micro environment with my wife, will I be able to give some help to my parents, or will she require to provide money for her parents? Will I have enough money to take care of the family expenses and the money required to bring up the children? So if these questions are answered positively, you can say to an extent. It is very important to know whether your partner is having any illness with her or with him. That is the general question. Take the case of lung diseases, heart diseases, other genetical long-term diseases. That you have to make sure that your partner is free of any serious illness which will affect the smooth family life. We know stories about couples getting married after 2-3 years of knowing each other, but only the husband knows that his wife is a heart patient only when she gets pregnant. Doctor says she is a heart patient and she cannot bear the child. This case, cited as an example, will affect the family life or will not affect the family life? That's a big question. In this big world, there are people with sickness, illness. They should not have a married life? They should have. But they should be truly tell the partner that I have the following diseases. I am getting treatment from my age of 6 or 7 or 5, or this is a genetical disease which I got when I was born. So here you have to be very careful about selecting your partner and offering you as a partner to somebody else. And money matters is a very important point in getting ready to marriage. You have to settle the money matters before the marriage and not after the marriage. It would be ideal to know your spouse would like to have your money packet and your spouse would like to manage the money matters. Or the money goes to a common account and both will have a plan fixed for every month. Another main point is that how many things you will discuss and settle into a compromise or a common agreement to meet during the family life. Still, there will be problems cropping up which both of you have not discussed, both of you have not expected, both of you have not planned. What you will do? How I will manage this conflict? It is very simple. You have discussed with your spouse and decided how each point in your life will be taken care of. Those things are done after mutual discussion. The same thing applies here too. Both has to discuss and decide how you will manage conflicts. If you both will work as a team, any conflicts you can manage. If you definitely want the suggestions from your parents and parent-in-laws, you can do that. But you need not take them as a rule. You can weigh them as opinions, and sometimes their opinions may give you a clue how to manage that conflict. When the children are old, you have to add them to your team, because older children will be exposed to many conflicts, will be exposed to stories of many conflicts through their friends, how conflicts come in friends' families and how their parents are meeting them. So, dear friends, think about your decision to marry and think about what are the points you have to take care of before going in for a marriage. Thank you very much for listening to this topic. And next topic, I will be talking to you very soon.